don't play these cards. They're bad. Thank you. Hi guys, Freaky Fish Guy here, reviving the channel ×2. I did a weird thing yesterday, so short story, I'm actually at a Lord of the Rings event this weekend and I'm doing well. Longer story, for the first time ever on Friday, I played One Piece. I do not play this game. I have never played this game before in my life. I do not know what half these cards do. I came third at locals. So 5 minutes before it actually starts, Luke, who's holding the camera, calls me over. I was like, would you want to play this game with us at locals? So you got a time to kill, do you want to play it? I'll pay for entry, I'll get the entry pack, I'll give you a deck, I'll teach you in 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, why not? So him and Adam, shout out to them, just were like, this is how you play, this is everything that works. I had no idea what my deck did. I just got given this and was like, play this, it will be easy. I asked for something that's life burning and they gave me this. I lost my round 1 match, and then I won the next three quite easily as well. I don't want to be really vain, obviously I'm new to the game, but this deck is dumb. I don't know what any of it does, but I'll give you a little profile for those who are interested, all 3 of you from Chichester. So I played this,
Charlotte category.
that one, thank you. It's kind of, I'm also ill, as is the obviously stereotype. It's kind of good, so the whole idea of the deck is you look at your life, just line up your own triggers. So you can put a Don under him, and when you attack, he goes to 7k, and you get to look at a life card. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, get me. So the first game, I looked at my opponent's life cards. What you should do first, you should start looking at yours, and you can put them on top or bottom, depending on what you want to do. You just want to line up your triggers, so you're going to get the best triggers. There are loads of good triggers in here. Ironically, I'm said this is going to be like the new meta deck. There's a bunch of cards in here really expensive. You don't need to play those. They're bad. Don't worry about that. We got to those.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting comic section.
Yeah, whatever. Fight me. I literally played your game for 5 minutes. Top your locals. Shut up. So that's that.
Yeah,
it's good. He's nothing more to say. We played 3 of this. The pudding. Just dualities for a card. I'm going to use what Yugioh terms to be that guy. Just add a big mama pirate.
yeah, this is your searcher.
Yeah. The plus 1k counter's kind of interesting as well, I guess. But yeah, just on summon searcher thing. That's all I did. This guy was cool, I guess. Mainly used him as a counter because he's plus 2k. But there was one game that came up against Luke Tyler, who's a very well-known Yu-Gi-Oh player. It dealt with the 1 cost things. But yeah, otherwise that's what it was there for. This is kind of like in the theme of the deck. You look at a life card, you put it on top or bottom. Mainly I just use it for counter. It's plus 2k again. That's what that was. The best card in the game, and I'm saying it obviously it's a fish. The game 1, I didn't quite understand how. I literally didn't know how triggers worked. Game 1, so I lost that one because I was like, I don't know what any of my cards did, and all my life cards were non-trigger cards, so I didn't quite get it. I was like, why is this card good? You have to pay 5 Don to summon it. This is really bad. Then I realised you play it for free.
Yep, off your life stack.
Yeah, so you get hit with this on your life. You add it, you summon it, you draw 3, discard 2. So you get card advantage for being punched. That's really dumb because obviously you can start stacking with this, and once you know this on top, it's like, yeah, I'll take the hit, and then you go up in life and you'll just get it back anyway later on. So it sucks to have in your hand. It's plus 1k counter, which is what it normally is doing there. But if it's in your life, you're like, yes, this is amazing. Apparently we're playing 3 of this. Why are we not playing 4 of this?
The research into the deck only said 3.
Sure, okay. I would say play this at 4. There's things in here I would cut, so I'd play another one of this because it's again another one of the good triggers. You just summon it for free and it's a 5k booty. And it's got a really good relevant effect. Let me read it again. You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. It gains 200 battle, 200 power during this battle. So if you see something on the top that you want, you can just go, okay, I will add it to my hand and go to 7k. It was kind of nice. And again, one of the nice triggers. This card is apparently semi-expensive, like what, 5 each?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right. Doesn't have a counter effect, so I didn't really care for it. Didn't really use its effect either. You can probably cut this. Again, didn't really use this. I get the idea of blockers. It came up once in the whole event, and that was it. I played 2 Whitebeard. I played... What else did I play?
A Magellan, and Ace.
Ace. Yeah, that's what I played against. Magellan was the round 1 that I lost. I beat the 2 Whitebeards very easily. Bear in mind, this is post whatever your ban list... Before your ban list, whatever that is.
Week before the ban list.
Yeah, I beat the Whitebeards competently easily. Obviously, I overcomplicated it uneasily, as people say. I don't know what the card pull is. I was just like, it might have like, I don't know,
a billion counter.
Yeah. So I overcomplicated it. I just apparently could have won a lot easier. But this, I get the idea of it. I didn't really use it. Again, just counter stuff. Same for this. Didn't use it. It was just counter stuff. What does it do? Oh yeah, now I remember. So you may add a card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. Add up to 1 card from the top or bottom, from the top of your deck to the life cards. I didn't like that because you're basically replacing one you know with something you don't know. So you could be putting like, something semi-useful into your hand, which for most of it, as I've said, is just counter stuff. Replacing it with like one of your big 7 or 10k drops, which is kind of pointless being in your life. So I never used this effect. He was just plus 2k. Again, a lot of this is just plus 2k. The good cards. This card's really good. I really like this. I'd probably play this at 4. I was blinding second with this deck because apparently the curve you need is to go second. I learned that again after round 1. You basically pick an effect, either trash one of their life or you put one of the top onto your bottom. The reason this is good compared to this is because this is a 8k beast of a card, and they have a hard choice of either giving you more life or removing one of theirs while also having to deal with an 8k beat stick. So this was nice. And then this thing, I summoned this once. I would probably cut this down to like, it was fine at 10 to us. I don't know what you'd add in. I don't know the card pool.
Would you cut that to 2 and put the other one to 4? Do the ratios the other way around?
Probably. This was like the game ender.
Yeah.
Every time I summoned this, I was just winning because they couldn't out it by then. Like, you put this on 12k, you put your leader on like 12k. It's like, you're not stopping both of these, especially at the point where you grind them out. So the idea is that you don't kill them in one turn, you kill them slowly until they've got no card advantage. I was asking cards in hand like 15 times a turn. And then you just smack them with stuff like this. This is nice because if you're getting +1 back and you're moving your opponent's life. I played obviously Luke at one point. I had like 6 or 7 life, he had 1 or 2. Just because I'm adding stuff back, which is really nice. So I would probably bump both of these up. So I keep this at 4 and put this at like 3 or 4. Obviously you don't want to have too many of them because they can be bricks. I understand that. That's a thing I know. Onto the cards I didn't play, and therefore you shouldn't play. Why is this card expensive? What does it do? It's not good.
Hot take of the year.
I had it once and it lost me the game. What does it even do again? Add up to 1 character with cost of 8 or less to the top or bottom of your opponent's life. I understand why that's good, but I didn't use it once. I don't like this card. It's got no counter. It just sits in your hand. I'd rather be summoning a big mummy thingy. Like, yeah, no, I didn't like this. Yeah, it's cool. Didn't like it. Apparently, I could have won a lot of this. I didn't like it. I get the idea is that you want to hit twice. The problem is you have more life than your opponent most of the time. Like you're manipulating your life so much is that you should be up on life compared to them. So this effect never came in. So it was just a 5k normal monster at that point for 4. Yeah, the trigger's nice, but you have to trash a card from your hand to do it. So you're losing card advantage. So I didn't really like this card. This, didn't use it once. I literally have not read it. It's a 6k thing for 4. Again, if you have less life than your opponent, this character gains rush. Didn't like it. Cut this. You can cut like 8 cards here. Play better things. Play more of the good stuff. This card's nuts. I recognise this card only for its art. It's like plus 5k. Up to one of your leader or characters gets plus 5k during a battle for 2 Don. That saved me so many times. This won me at least 1 game because it's dumb. That was good. And what does this one do? Oh, this is the one where you may trash a card from the top of your life cards, K up to 1 with character 5 less. Didn't play this really. What's the trigger? The trigger might be good. K up to 1 of your opponents with 5 less. Yeah, the trigger's the good part in this. So They start like putting out loads of things. You just trigger this, pop a card. That was nice. There's no side deck because the format's best of one. There's no extra deck because, simple. In terms of the One Piece part, so like I said, I'm mainly a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I played this once for giggles. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would happily recommend this game to most people. It was really, really fun. The game seems cheap, and it is very, very easy to learn. After one game, I pretty much knew most of it. Luke did look over at one point and went, "You can't do that, bud."
Yeah.
I had six.
Yeah,
Seven?
6 characters on board, including leader. I was like, that's not right.
To be fair, my opponent did correct it, which was the funnier part.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was the yellow Charlotte Katakuri deck profile. Like I said, I've never played this card game before in my life. I topped the locals. I got prize support. I gave it to Luke because I'm nice.
Good man.
He paid for my entry, so it seems fair. Don't play these cards. They're bad. Thank you.